What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Bare Necessity TCG, and today we're going to be talking about $75 booster boxes. Is that a clickbaity title? Maybe, kinda, a little bit. It really depends on how you look at it, but before we get into it, I'd like to thank my 122 subscribers in the upper right. That is a live feed, and it hasn't ticked over while I was making a video yet. So hopefully halfway through this, it'll go to 123. That's what I'm looking for. But thanks for all the support, everyone that's subscribed. If you're sure to give me a like, comment, and just let's talk about cards in general. So the drink of the episode is going to be this Athletic Brewing Co. Run Wild IPA. I have had this before. It's not as good as the Sam Adams, but I was at Target looking for Lorcana, couldn't find it, and this was the only non-alcoholic beer that was in stock. So for all those new, I did stop drinking, and I'm kind of using this channel a little bit to keep me on that straight and narrow path of never drinking again, because every day I feel like drinking, and it's a little rough. So let's sleeve this bad boy up. Take a sip. Cheers. That almost hits the spot. Not quite the same as a regular beer. But let's get into why I'm saying $75 booster boxes. And no, I did not get an actual booster box for $75. However, I did get 36 packs for $75. So I got cases of Infernape and Virizion V for $50 each. So that comes to each of these boxes cost $8.33, which brings the total of the 4 packs inside to $2.08 a pack. You know, you times that by 36 packs and you get $74.88. Plus, you get all of the promo cards, you get the jumbo cards, you get, you know, the Infernape Vs, and let me grab one of the Virizion ones to see who's in there. A Virizion V, a Keldeo, or Keldeo. I'm not sure on that one yet, but I think that is a great deal. So if you take the cost of a booster box, let's say it's $100, and we know not all of them are $100, and we divide that by how many packs are in it, and that comes to $2.77 a pack. So you're saving quite a bit of money, and I like saving money, and I'm kind of mad that I'm mad that my last video was, FOMO and this, and I bought a bunch of boxes, and I bought them at like $12 a box, and then the next day they dropped. By the way, these cases still are on sale at the Gaming Goat. So if you want to pick one up, pick it up soon, because people are buying all of them. I talked to the shop owner, and he just said that they're just not moving. They can't sell these. Nobody wants them. I mean, they want the cases, but the average person is not coming in and picking these up. The next one to go are the Build-A-Battle ones, they said, which that's going to be deeply discounted. There's also deals on booster box cases for Digimon, which are really good, but I didn't have $400 to spend on that. So we're just sticking with Pokemon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ramble on a little bit and unbox all of these and then start opening. It'll be easier that way to get them all in front of me. Astral Radiance, Lost Origin. So what do you think? Is this just as good as getting a booster box? Now, I know if you're on the hunt for a specific card, this doesn't help because, they're different packs, from different sets. And maybe you want that Magikarp or that Iono, and maybe you'd rather have a Paldea Evolved box. I get it. But here, I tell everyone that we are shopping for deals, because that's what it's all about. Some people bought these cases. They might sit on them for a while and try to sell them for $30, but they're not going to get there for years. And I'm going to make a video about that later, because these investment bros, I don't know if that's what they're actually called. The people that buy. Oh, look at that. This is the first Infernate V that I am opening, and I really like that. But I'm just going to call them investment bros. They're the people that are just running around buying up sealed product, cases and cases, talking about how, 200% returns, 300% returns, this, that. Who are these people that are doing it? Because I'm seeing a lot of people in the comments, they're always asking others, not me yet. They're asking, when do they sell? Like, when do you sell? When do you sell? And I think part of the problem that nobody's talking about is most of the people that are into investing in Pokemon and, buying packs, doing this, getting them graded, most, not all, but most of them are invested in Pokemon in some way or TCGs. So you got to ask yourself, if you, let's say you love Charizards and you're holding on to a bunch of PSA 10 Charizards or Obsidian Flames packs because there's Charizards in there. Oh, hard to reach. You got to ask yourself, when it's time to sell, let's say it goes up, it doubles in price. You pay it $100 for it, and now it's $200. And let's say it's a perfect world where you don't have to ship it. There's no fees. Someone's just handing you $200 cash. Are you going to sell it? Like, really think about it. Internalize that. You are offered double. You've been holding on to this card for, let's say, 3 years. Are you going to sell it? I bet you won't. I bet you'd sit there and say, well, I'm not going to sell it because next year it's going to go up to 300. And then that comes. You're like, I'm going to sell it when it's 400. And when it's actually, these are good numbers, by the way. You should be selling. But then there's an emotional attachment to it. This is not like a stock. Like you own a stock in Pepsi, for example, and it goes up and it's time to sell. You won't care. Do you really have an emotional attachment to Pepsi? I'm going to answer that for you. No, you do not. You may like Pepsi, but there's nothing tangible there. It's just a number on a screen. This, for example, let's say 20 years from now, and all you had were these. These are your Fusion Strike packs. And someone comes and they want to buy these for, let's say, $75. Just these. It's a good deal. It's a high return, but you're not selling it. You're going to hold on to these things until they either run into the ground and are worth nothing, or you're just going to die and hope that your kids or whoever gets this doesn't just take them to a pawn shop and they're like, I don't know what these are, and sells them for a ridiculously low amount. Or who knows? Maybe it goes to your grandchildren and they just open them. How mad are you going to be? You say you're holding on to these tens of thousands of dollars worth of cards and someone just opens them. Because that's the stuff that happens. The people that seem to be making the money, from what I see, are the people that get these things at discount and sell them. They wait a little bit and they sell them. As soon as it hits double, they just sell them. But be honest, how many cases or ETBs are you holding on to? And I'm not talking about the people that just want as decorations. They don't care. I'm talking about the people that are getting the stock charts on how much these cards. Oh, that card went up 300,000. This or that. Come on, you're not selling. And I know you're not selling because all these videos keep going up about how, about how your investment is now worth $50,000. And of course, everyone leaves out how much they spent. In the lower left, I have how much take that. In the lower left, I have how much I have spent on Pokemon sealed products. It's all down there. It's all documented. Yes, it's a rough estimate because I'm not going to get down to, the penny or anything like that. I kind of round. If it's 14, 55, it's $15. But let's see what we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Fusion Strike. And then a lot of Lost Origins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 Lost Origins, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Astral Radiance packs. And there's actual case up there for the Annihilate ones. I didn't get those because those had mainly Scarlet and Violet packs, which, not that I'm not a fan of, I just felt like something different this time. I wanted to open some of the old products. So, throat's dry from all this talking. I wonder, does anybody else, have they stopped drinking? I don't know if it's one of those things where you get in your 30s and then you start being like, man, maybe I should stop. And then some people do, some people don't. But I've reached out to friends that I had before a long time ago, and a lot of them are like, oh yeah, I quit drinking. People I was kind of worried about. Now, actually, I like Fusion Strike. I want to save those for last. We're just going to do Lost Origin first. But it wasn't even like my drinking was that bad. I know everyone says it, but trust me, it wasn't that bad. It was a lot of, drunk texting exes and things like that. And now, without alcohol, I don't do that. Or I would buy a lot of random stuff on Amazon. I just get, drunk, come home, and then just spend money, especially on food. You're out drinking, you want that plate of nachos, even though you don't finish it because you go to a bar and get nachos. That's not a one-person thing for the most part. Other things that I would do is, if I was in a relationship, it would be very, how do I say it? My mind would wander. That's the best way of saying it. So I'd be fine with my girlfriend at the time, and then out of nowhere, get some beer in you, and now you're thinking about, well, maybe I should get a different girlfriend. Or you start thinking about your ex, and you're just like, my ex used to do this, and my ex was better, and everything. Oh, we got something back there. Pikachu VMAX. Such a shiny card. Let's not forget these. And let's have a better look. That is really nice. I'm not a super fan of the gold cards. I think this one's better because it has a lot of that black in it. How gold and black, that whole contrast it has is really nice. So I'm going to put that in the hits side. But other things, I'm starting to forget what it felt like to be hungover and having to go into work. Because, my friends and everything, they still drink, and it's just great hearing them. I mean, it's not great for them, but they're just like, oh, my head hurts, and I'm just waking up, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I feel great. I mean, I don't feel great enough to run a marathon or anything, but yeah, those are the perks. I didn't get any perks as far. I don't have abs or anything. Like, stopping the drinking didn't really affect my how my body looks. I'm sure there's some internal stuff that goes along with it. But I kind of replaced the alcohol with cookies. Like, I really have cookies, cakes. Now I'm just like, what are we baking today? Maybe I should bake something. And just snacks in general. I didn't eat anything today but Cheez-Its. I'm trying to get back into the whole intermittent fasting thing too. But, I did it for a while, had great health benefits, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. But I'm curious about your story. If you quit drinking or you can't quit drinking, the next thing I'm trying to get rid of too is meat. eating a lot of meat. I don't feel that great when I do it. So I kind of overdid it because I got a smoker and I was just like smoking all the time. But yeah, I want to get rid of that. I want to start exercising again. So many things. But Lost Origins is, besides the Pikachu VMAX, it's not doing too great for me. But $2.08 a pack. Let's remember that. So I put all these up and got a Spiritomb, Trainer, Gallery. I put all these up on TCGPlayer anyways. And I like to think that what doesn't sell and the leftovers are my collection. You know, I do have a collection of old vintage Sabrina cards and a lot of Jinxes because I like Jinx. But I haven't found Sabrina's Suggestion yet. That's one card that I really want, but it's just expensive. And every time I look at it, I'm like, I should buy it, but it just keeps going up and up and up. And it takes a lot of discipline to not buy it. Because if I buy it, like, I can do it. It's not going to break my bank doing that. I just will have less sealed product to open. Hisuian Arcanine. Let's see. Get a close-up of this. Yeah, these Trainer Gallery cards are underrated. I like any illustrations. You know, that the Arcanine right there. I just like the artwork on that. And again, the hollow eyes, when the eyes shine. They know what they're doing. Whoever designs where the hollow goes. So, and that's the beauty of getting packs at discounts. I don't care. You know, I really don't care as much as other people who spend $140 or even $100 and they don't get anything. They're more mad. Like, I did that before with another pack. I was like, oh man, I wish I got more. Curem VMAX Rainbow. Not a fan of the rainbows either. That's just me though. I know there's fans out there that know this Pokemon more than I do and love the rainbow cards. It's just not me. And I want to get that into the hands of someone who will really appreciate it. It's going to be a long video of me going through this. It's basically like opening a booster box. And so now I'm just like, I should speed up. But really, I know I'm saying it a lot, but what do you think? Would you rather do this as far as get packs on the cheap from different sets? Or would you rather get just a booster box and hunt for that one card you want? Hisuian Zorak. At first, I was like, I have this, I think. Actually, I'm not sure if I have it because I got the Zorak box, and I don't remember if this one was in it or not. You know, one thing I do like is that I'm just going to call it fingerprint on there, that it kind of just looks like a fingerprint texture. Maybe a swirl, however you want to say it, but yeah, I'm not sure on that. I don't know if that comes in the actual box, but that's a Happy Ghastly. And an Aerodactyl V. Not the expensive one, but that's okay. Oh, so many. So many. Poliwag. Oh, another Jinx. Candler. Good card. And I really hope that the people that get these code cards, you know, I hope you're winning. I hope you're on there on, you know, Pokemon Live just slaughtering people with these cards. It would make me feel good because I haven't used Drapion V-Star. I haven't really played much Pokemon Live lately. I was playing some last night, and I was just losing, like really losing. Actually, I don't know why this one deserves a look at too. Not as nice and shiny as the others, though. But yeah, just losing. I don't have any of the Obsidian Flames packs. I have to go through the Battle Pass because the box I opened, I just I flash them. I'd rather give them to all of you than hold on to them for my occasional playing. And last Lost Origin pack. So this was the most packs we had in this set. Yeah. And Radiant Steelix. Oh, that texture feels so thick. Okay. Don't know much about this Pokemon either. Just looks like a gold Onyx. And, I want to talk about that too. I don't know, I think it's like, how much? Like 20 packs left, 18 packs, 15. Doesn't matter. I got packs left. But I want to talk about that. So notice I was like, I don't know that Pokemon very well, Steelix. And I remember getting a comment from someone who was just telling me that I'm not going to get far and not a true fan and everything like that. Got a Gardevoir and a Oranguru V. But yeah, they were just basically saying, I'm not going to go far, and they're tired of, all these random people coming in and just not knowing what they're talking about and opening packs, just ruining. Oh, I ran out of penny sleeves. Now I'm on just red sleeves. And not that I cared. I mean, I didn't truly cared. I didn't truly care, but I care enough to talk about it. I think that deserves a video on its own, but we got time. We got packs. First, at what point are you considered a fan? Like that's one of the first questions. Are you a fan if you grew up on it? Does the fandom, does it fade? Origin Forum Palkia V. Looking good. But at what point are you not a fan? So I say that because I grew up with Pokemon. I remember playing the card game at Toys R Us. I remember getting the Black Star promos. I remember going to my friend's house who had more money than we did, and he got Japanese, Japanese cards well before us. And I would always go over there and look at his binder and be like, oh my God, that's amazing. I remember on eBay too. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this when I'm so young, but I was on eBay and I found this post where some girl she would draw anything you wanted Pokemon based. Black and white, color, things like that. And I paid her, and because I needed a picture for my binder. And I was like, I want a Magikarp, another one. All right. I told her I wanted a Magikarp that was beating up a Pikachu. And I really wish I still had that because it looked amazing. I remember layaway at Kmart, and I told my mom, I was just like, because before it was Ninja Turtles, then I started wanting Pokemon. And I remember I had everything just on layaway, so many things. Shadow Rider, Calyrex. Like, these are the gold cards that I think look really good. Just because of that contrast. In the black parts, there's a little shine, but not a lot. But yeah, we had everything on layaway, all the little Pokeballs, things like that. I would draw them or attempt to draw them. I'd watch it all the time. I had the VHSs. I remember specifically crying about not going to KFC because they had some promos. And I remember I had the, like the Zubat plush. I wanted everything, and they had like the gold bars. So that was my history with it. And then I remember just moving away from Florida. I used to live there at the time. And when I moved, I lost all my friends. And then I stopped, wanting Pokemon cards. And it wasn't that I didn't desire them anymore. I just had no friends. And you don't want to be the Beedrill V and Radiant Greninja. Nice. I didn't want to be that kid who was at school with Pokemon cards without friends. Now, looking back on it, I probably should have just done it anyways. What's the worst that could happen? But I didn't, and then I just stopped getting them. I also had a Game Boy Color, the purple one, the one that had like barely any color. I had that, and I played Pokemon Blue, and I remember hooking them up and trading them. Or I had, you wanted all of the Pokemon, so, but you can only get the starters one at a time. When you start a game, you had to pick one. So I remember starting a game, then trading it to my friend, then starting another game, then trading it to my friend. And you had to get to a certain point before you could trade it. And then he would do the same thing. So I have all of them. And the glitches to get all the fancy Pokemon, I forgot what the glitch was, but I remember you had to do a whole bunch of things in a certain order, and then you would get it. Got a Rainbow Grant. But yeah, at what point does that become irrelevant and I can't talk about cards anymore? Is it because I don't know all of the Pokemon ever in existence, and because I didn't watch all the shows and things like that? Now, I will tell you that I'm not a fan in the sense that I want to catch them all now and, want to keep every single card. I thought about it, but there's no attachment there. So it's just, it's more annoying than anything that you got people on their high horse being like, you know what? Your opinion's invalid. If you don't like your pulls, like this pack, for example, if I don't like these pulls, someone else in the world would like it. So therefore you have to be happy about it. That's not how it works. I'll get happy about what I want to get happy about, or not. I could pull the best card ever, and I might be like, I could pull something that other people don't like, and I could get ecstatic over it. But in the end, we all do this for different reasons. Yes, I am selling these. I'm opening them and selling a lot of them, almost every single one of them. But does that mean that my opinion is invalid? I don't think so. I mean, what do you think? Like, how much of a fan are you? Maybe it's because I don't have anything behind me on the wall. I don't have cases of Pokemon cards like other YouTubers, and I don't have, Squishmallows and all these random things. In my room, all I have is a Rillaboom V. But in my room, all I have is, it's mostly music stuff. Like in front of me is, I have amps and guitars and things like that. And it's just a tiny, like the cards are such a tiny portion of my life. And I think it's a tiny portion for a lot of YouTubers out there also. It's almost like once they get in their room, that's it. And then once they leave, they go back to a normal house, normal family, normal, I shouldn't say normal hobbies, like this is abnormal. But I don't need to make this my life. I don't need to pretend that I'm somebody else and get really high pitched and scream like some of the top Poketubers that there's just their energy is so crazy, and it's I don't want to say it's fake, but it's a persona that they put on, because that's kind of what people want to see. They want to see people get excited. They want to get excited, when you pull something, and if you don't get excited, then the true fans aren't happy. But we're here. I'm here because I like trading card games. Always have. Love opening packs. I don't care what set, what brand, doesn't matter to me. I just love opening packs. And I like knowing that, for example, let's open this up. Come on. I like knowing that. Let me see if I can find someone. Shelder. I like knowing that I could tongue slap you for 10 damage and hit you with that wave splash for 20. That's what I like. These have a function. Even if you don't play them, there's a function. But you give me sports cards, I'll still open those too. I don't care. You know, a card's a card. So last pack, we have opened $75 of product. And let's see if we can get anything. Nothing. Arcane 9. And code card. So here's our stack of bulk for Fusion Strike. And oh no, I combined the other one. The other two in this bulk stack. That's good. But I have to sort them out later when I list them on TCG, alphabetical order, all that stuff. So that's why I like to try to keep them separate as much as I can, because it is a lot of work to organize these, get them ready for sale, and just be gentle with everything. You know, you don't want to send people scratch cards or anything like that. So here we go. That is our bulk. I might have missed something in there. I'm not positive. And these are the hits for $75. Grant, it's not even, I'm looking at it and it's not even centered. So my monitor is up there so I can see how it looks in the camera. Beedrill, a Radiant Greninja. I hate this guy. I hate fighting against him. Shadow Calyrex VMAX. Two of the Origin Form Palkia Vs. Oranguru V. Oh, I didn't notice the color on this one. Let's get a closer look on this Gardevoir. And slow-mo got that rainbow rare. And yep, glasses light up, eyes light up. Great looking card. Don't know why these aren't worth as much as some of the other cards. You know, it'd be like full art trainer, full art, blah, blah, blah. This is still full art. It goes all the way down. It's nice. The Radiant Steelix, Drapion V-Star, Aerodactyl V, Zoroark V-Star, Kyurem, Arcanine, Spiritomb, and Pikachu VMAX. So I do believe that, where is it? These two will be worth a bit of money. I might be wrong. There might be something in here that I'm not sure about, but I'm pretty sure these are the better hits out of the packs. And I like not knowing until I look them up later. But that is it. So I don't want to drag this video on too much longer. We talked about so much random stuff, life, Pokemon, investing, things like that. So thanks for joining me. If you made it this far, we didn't take up a subscriber. We're still at 122, but that's okay because hopefully you enjoyed the content and will click that like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Would you rather have 36 loose packs or 36 packs out of a booster box? That is the question. And I will see everyone next time.